Good morning. It's great to be out here at Sacramento City College. My name is Assemblymember Kevin McCarty. I represent the 6th Assembly District, the greater part of Sacramento. Right here, the heart of it is, of course, Sacramento City College, and proud to be with community college students, CSU students, and UC students talking about one of the most important issues of our generation, which is higher education and college, and more importantly, the cost of college. We all know that to succeed in this economy, our Californians need more education, and more than high school is really the reality. But too often, students are afraid to enroll because of sticker shock, even though we have very generous financial aid programs here in California with Pell Grant, the Cal Grant program, and the Middle Class Scholarship. Too many students get awards to pay for tuition, but still are straddled with debt. The average debt load for UC and CSU graduates, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000. That's really hard for people to get out in the workforce, start a career, potentially buy a house, start a family. And also it impacts our economy because we need more college graduates to fill the jobs of today and tomorrow. So today, Assemblymember Cervantes and I are kind of re-upping our push for debt-free college in California. We can make it a reality. The last 2-3 years in the budget, we've set the course, funded about a third of the expansion of the Cal Grant program and Middle Class Scholarship to start to pay for these non-tuition costs to help students graduate debt-free. We all know the struggles that students are facing today with tuition and fees, the high cost of living, food insecurity, predatory student lending companies preying on the vulnerable too often. And we know that students face many stressors as they try to navigate college and take a full-time load and potentially having to work as well. And we really can make it happen in California. This is not free college again, this is debt-free college, and we are certainly on our way. So we're going to have a bill up in the Higher Education Committee next week. Look forward to the support from my legislative colleagues and having our students join us along the way. So we're super excited to continue this quest here in California to make debt-free college a reality. And now I want to allow my joint author of this measure, Assemblymember Sabrina Cervantes from the Inland Empire, to share a few comments as well.
Thank you to Assemblymember McCarty. Good morning. I am Sabrina Cervantes, California State Assembly member representing the 58th Assembly District. It is wonderful to be right here on campus at Sac City College to kick off this day as we fight for debt-free college. I want to extend my gratitude to my good friend and colleague, Assemblymember McCarty, for leading in this way, and his staff for putting this together. We are on an extraordinary goal here to make sure that we are fighting and advocating for our students. I am proud to be a strong co-author to this measure, AB 25, along with two of our other colleagues, Assemblymember Lee and Assemblymember Santiago, which, if enacted, California would be the first state in the nation to fund a debt-free college experience for income-eligible University of California and California State University students. This is especially significant since California's public higher education system is the largest in the nation. The financial aid our students receive does not cover the other materials that come with attending a university: books, housing, food, transportation, just to name a few. Data shows that students who reported food insecurity, homelessness, or both also experience mental and physical consequences which led to lower academic achievement as well as completely dropping out of school. Providing path to higher education is key to California's continued success as an economic and cultural powerhouse for both the United States and for the entire world. I am honored to be part of this effort, making the dream of higher education a reality for more students in California and ensuring that debt-free college education is a reality in our state's public universities. I'm proud of the students who are standing behind us, advocating for this measure, and next week we're going to lean hard to make sure we get it out of committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we want to hear from our fabulous student leaders across California from all three segments, starting right here with our community college representative, Clément Turvalon. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Clément Turvalon. I'm the president of the Student Senate for California Community Colleges. And we're the official representative body of over 1.8 million California community college students. First, I want to thank Assemblymember Kevin McCarty for always being a champion for community college students. We see and appreciate all of your work in Assembly Budget Committee Sub 1. We also appreciate your co-authorship of AB 1746 last year, the Cal Grant reform that was folded into the budget. The Debt-Free College Act is an investment in the future of California. Our state is a leader in innovation and progress, and this legislation is yet another step forward. AB 25 would help close the gap for community college students who transfer to a CSU or UC or enroll in one of our new baccalaureate programs. We are especially grateful for the commitment in the bill to fully fund the Cal Grant reform before funding the middle class scholarship. By making college affordable and attainable to all, we will empower our students while strengthening our economy, reducing income inequality, and ensuring that California remains at the forefront of knowledge and innovation. Between the Cal Grant Reform Act and AB 25, we are well on our way to making college accessible to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Next, let's hear from our student representative from the CSU system, right over here at Sac State. And I know you're missing a class in a little bit, but we appreciate you advocating on behalf of 500,000 CSU students this morning. Alec Tong.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Alec. I am the Vice President of University-elect from Sacramento State University. I know firsthand about the struggles that many students face when it comes to financial stability to afford higher education. For many students, financial aid is the only available option for them to afford higher education, tuition costs, textbooks, and living expenses. Without it, many students are forced to drop out of school or take on heavy debt to support themselves throughout their academic journey, jeopardizing their long-term success after graduation. Even with financial aid, many students still struggle to make ends meet. I personally know a lot of students who take on multiple part-time jobs to support themselves, living paycheck to paycheck, and still have to deal with crippling debt, sleep, and mental health. To battle between the balance between financial obligations and academic responsibilities. That's why financial aid programs such as the Middle Class Scholarship and Cal Grant and other grants is vitally important for the success of higher education and for students. I'm grateful for the introduction of this bill because it'll allow students who have a better future for higher education. And I urge everybody to support this bill when it gets introduced next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Alec. Okay, thank you. Lastly, we want to hear from our representative from the UC system, from the University of California Student Association, Celine Aridin.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Celine Aridin, and I'm a third-year international relations major and Arabic minor at UC Davis, where I also serve as the External Affairs Vice President for the students at UC Davis. But today, I'm here to speak on behalf of UC students and myself as well. In 2020, in the midst of COVID, at the cusp of turning into an adult, my parents had to sit me down and have a serious conversation with me. As I was beginning to open those college acceptance letters, I had to hold back some joy. because I would not be able to attend college if I did not receive the Cal Grant. And I remember when I first opened my my acceptance from UC Davis, I wanted to hold back tears. But the second I saw that I had received Cal Grant along with other scholarships, they finally released, because I was able to let go of a breath I had been holding for the past 4 years in high school as I grinded so hard in order to achieve my status as a university student. My story is not unique. There are so many students in California and across the United States that suffer from this, suffer from the fact that they have to work so hard throughout high school but not know if they could enter the university of their choosing after they try so hard in order to be accepted there. And with that, I would like to ask that legislatures really consider pushing forward with the promise that they made to fund Cal Grant equity. It is extremely important to allow students, as my colleague had mentioned before me, to attend college without having to worry about institutional debt. As the cost of living increases in the state of California, students are having to work more and more part-time jobs just to live, just to pay the cost of rent, housing, and afford basic needs. It is difficult for students these days as it is, and I'm sure as everyone here is listening, we are already worried about the future. And if this bill were to pass, it would allow students to have some of that burden alleviated for the future. I have a younger brother who would be entering college soon, but that conversation needs to happen with him now as well. If Cal Grant, if he were able to receive it as I were, he would be able to go straight through the next 4 years of his high school education without having to worry about if he could even pursue higher education. With that, I would like to thank everyone for their time, and I would like you guys to truly consider funding the future, which is the future of California and the future of the rest of the world. Thank you.
Okay, some amazing student leaders there. Thank you all for helping make this a reality, and we are on our way. And we need to focus on the future of California, and those are our students, our youngest students, our college students, and the overall economic well-being of having a well-educated workforce. And having debt-free college is going to make it more of a reality. So I know this is kind of corny, but we're going to do a little chant. You guys okay with that? So I'm going to say debt-free, and you're going to say college. Ready? Debt-free. College. Debt-free. College. Debt-free. College. All righty. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good job. Good job. Thank you.
Vertical video
Yes.
for TikTok. Just what you were saying. Just 3 chant and a lot of energy, and I'm just going to go start here, and I'm going to go down there.
Can I have a banner, Simone? Okay.
Yeah,
One on the desk.
Oh, yeah. We got one, Simone.